Hello everyone, welcome back to Skyrim, and this is what peak performance looks like. In this video I'm going to be making my final gear for my character, which means I'm going to be improving my weapons and armor and enchanting them. So I have them here in the dresser. I'll be wielding a dwarven mace, wearing Whiterun Guards armor. I'll have bone mold gauntlets, bone mold boots, a gold necklace, a gold sapphire ring, a cultist mask which will serve as a placeholder for Konarek, which I'll be wearing later on, and a Whiterun Guard shield. And this armor has been chosen entirely based on appearance because we're going to make it so good it's not going to matter. So I'll quick save here and get my Azet all set on so we can enchant this. Now you might have to do the smithing first if you haven't reached level 70 in smithing to get the arcane smithing perk. Let me just make sure I have Secret of Sorcery. Yep. But otherwise you can just do the smithing first. The only difference is how many times you're going to have to read the Sallow Regent book. So, using one of my potions, I'll enchant my first bit of gear. So we'll start with a Dwarven Mace. I'm going to do Banish for once, and Fiery Soul Trap, just to have a really interesting weapon. And I'm just going to name these the simple way. If I give them this name, it'll clump together with all my other stuff and sit at the top. So for this, I'm just going to do stuff that's useful. So lockpicking and restoration. And again later I'm going to be replacing this mask, but it's good to have one. And then for the necklace, I'm going to do Fortify Health and Healing Rate because I want to be really tanky. And I believe 72 points of health. I think we can do better than that. So I'm going to drink another potion. Gold necklace. Fortify Health and Healing Rate, 108. So 108 has always been the number that was the highest I could get to for health. And we're going to have that on about 5 different pieces here. So we're going to get a major boost. Fortify one-handed and carry weight, just because that's what's useful. And fortify one-handed and carry weight again, because you can't have too much carry weight. With other characters, there are more interesting things to go for. But for this guy, I'm just going for what's simple. So health and healing rate. And once again, we can see I have to take a potion. You pretty much get 2 or 3 out of them. So, Whiterun Guards armor. Enchantment. Health and healing rate. I just like the way this looks on this guy, and I like the way it looks with Konarek. So, arms, armor, shield. We're going to go with Fortify Health and Resist Magic, because that's just useful. Arms, guard. Sometimes I like to give them nicer names. And finally, we have a gold sapphire ring, and let's give that a quick name. Okay, and that should be the last piece. So I'll put all of this on just so we can see it. And it should all stack together. And I'll equip my weapon. Not looking too bad. Might not be for everyone, but this is what I'm going for now. So I had 400. Let's see how much health I gain from all of these enchantments. So I started out with 520 from just hero leveling up, from just leveling up my character, and then when I put on my gear, I get up to 1060 health. So I'm going to be really tanky, and I also have fortifications on healing rate, so you can see all the bonuses I'm getting from my enchanting here. So I have 4 in fortify health and 3 in regenerate health. And with Necromage, I'm actually getting 135 from each one of these health enchantments, and 67% faster health regeneration from each of those. So we're talking big numbers now. But wouldn't be a complete character if I didn't also improve my armor ratings and my weapon damage. So currently we're dealing 83 with this mace, which I don't have a high one-handed, so that's not super boosted on the one-handed part, but we're dealing 83, and that's without any improvements on that mace. So I'm going to get my... Ooh! I forgot to make smithing potions. Okay. We'll read the book and we'll make some quick smithing potions using Seeker of Shadow to boost our alchemy.
Not again.
Yes, again. Okay. I'll make sure I have my alchemical gear on. And then I'm going to use Blister Wart and Glowing Mushroom. Did I pass it? Yes. So I only get to make 5 of those, but as you can see, it's really easy to just go and make them. So, and those are 243% better smithing potions. So we're not messing around with the low-grade enchanting 61%. They use a much bigger base number for the smithing ones. So we're going to be really improving our gear. It really gets ridiculous, and you can break the armor cap with almost anything. So we'll put on our smithing gear, and we'll go outside and get our improvements done. Now for my smithing, I did get it all the way up to 100, just, made some items, some gold rings actually, to get up to 100. But Dwarven Bows is my favorite way to do it. That's just extra information. All that matters is that you have smithing at level 100, and you've done your enchanting and alchemy to get this apparel and these potions, and you'll be good to go to make the best weapons you can make. And the tier of the weapon won't really matter that much. I'm just using Dwarven Mace because I like the way it looks, but it's still going to completely own face once I do this. So I'll quick save just in case I mess something up. Should have fortify smithing and improve my mace. So we're going from 63 damage to 622 damage. And keep in mind that's going to increase again when I put on my gear. And let's see if the effect of the smithing potion is still going. Yep, says it's still going for 29 seconds. Weapon and armor improving is 303% better. It's good to still do this while you're a vampire, but after you've gotten this done, you can do whatever you can do whatever you want. You can get yourself clean, and you'll still have the gear that you used. But if you want to make more gear, you'll have to get infected again if you want to benefit from Necromage. So let's see what our armor rating ends up being. Armor rating of 805, so that is well over the cap. And let's see how much damage we're doing with our mace. 912, which is going to wreck pretty much everything on Legendary. So I have successfully made a character that is endgame, and I have done it with total disregard for the level of gear that I'm using, and you can do it too. So, just to show this off a little bit, let me dump some of my stuff so that I can show this character off and not be over carry weight. So I'll drop off my ingredients. This always takes a bit. Okay, it says our carry weight's nice and low. Oh, it's caps lock. Silly me. I was thinking it shouldn't be a problem. Okay. So who better to test this on than Karstaag? We do happen to be in Solstheim, so it's just a bit of a hike to get to the strongest enemy in the game. We'll see how he fares. I'll put it on legendary, and I'll bust in there with my mace. I forgot to rename the mace, didn't I? No, I named it Orm's Mace. Okay. Let me just dispel a notification real quick. Okay. So we didn't give ourselves much extra stamina. That part's a bit unfortunate, but you can put in stamina if you want. I really just don't care about it as much as the other things. So I think these are the two caves I'm looking for. It'll just take me a moment to get the Karstaag fight going. If you don't know how to summon Karstaag, you have to go into Glacial Cave and get a skull. You might have to kill that dragon.
Fight!
I love doing that. Let me set the difficulty to legendary. And that's Castle Karstaag Caverns. That's not what we're looking for. Looking for the ruins, okay. And I think right over there is the glacial cave I'm looking for. So as you can see, the restoration spells cost almost nothing with just that one
Fight!
enchantment. And that's in part thanks to Necromage. Let's see, with just one, we have restoration spells cost 53% less to cast. So one of the interesting things is with my methods you can you can actually make 4 different schools of magicka cost nil to cast. There are enough slots for it.
We've got work to do.
I'm not chasing that map. It's a fool.
They're talking about the Death Brand treasure.
Leave me alone.
This person seems... Oh, that's my Relina. She's about to whoop some ass. Sometimes I make really good gear for my followers too, but it's not as satisfying. They just don't use it the way you can use it. Certain enchantments don't take an effect. One of the interesting things about having a health enchantment on a shield is every time you re-equip it, your health is going to actually increase. And if you're low health and you heal, you'll actually end up effectively healing more because of the fact that you gain health back afterwards. So you can see it pretty much took us 1 hit to kill each one of these. This does take some of the challenge out of the game if you do it to the degree that I have. Sometimes I don't smith the weapon up as much intentionally, just to leave a little bit of that challenge in. But Karstaag is still going to deal a lot of damage. We'll see. I'm excited to see how much we resist his damage with our health. So I'll just take out these Horkers real quick. Fast travel over to Karstaag's lair. Ah, and I fast traveled to the wrong one. Oh, Mr. Karstaag. I'm level 43. I got my gear enchanted. Oh, it's a master lock. It's okay, I'm a professional. Maybe I can show off my 70% easier lock picking, which is actually 87% easier. So this should be doable. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Lock picking ones don't do that much for a master lock, but no, this seems easier. I'll get it with only a few broken lock picks here. There we go. Out of my way, I'm on a mission. Oh, those things are tanky. That took a few hits. I'm confident I can kill Karsten though. Okay. Just so this is a fair fight, let's actually deposit Brylina outside.
So you're off to find some stuff. As you wish. Just don't forget about me.
Makes me so sad the way she says that. Okay, I'll be right back. And then I go and die and never return. Oh, Karstag. Wake up, buddy. Alright. Bash. Attack. Oh. He's dealing some serious damage. It is on legendary. So you'll see I'll heal here, and when I re-equip the shield, which I think I favorited. Okay, I need to make it 1 and 2. When I re-equip the shield, I'll get some extra health here. Oh, she came back through the door. Oh, there goes my one-on-one. So your health actually drops when you unequip the shield to cast your spells. I'm having to heal a little bit more than I thought, but that just goes to show there's still challenge. And you can make yourself deal way more damage. I could be 3-shotting Karstag if I wanted to. But as you can see, he did go down there, and it wasn't that hard. Didn't even get close to running out of magicka. I can spam this as much as I want to, really. And I can make it completely free if I want as well. But once again, that sort of makes it a little too easy. 2 things you don't want to do: put all of your efforts into making yourself deal more damage, and put all your efforts into making restoration cost nothing, because that'll just remove all the challenge. But that goes to show what you can do when you have the secrets of crafting behind you. So that is concludes the 3rd video on how to make the best gear in Skyrim.